Rolling.
So we're gonna do the shoulder dart now. So the first dart leg, this is gonna be the center of the dart. So what we're gonna do is 1/2 of F2H. So basically, we're gonna fold the line from F to H in half, and that's gonna be the middle of our dart. So I'm folding my paper and putting H on top of F. So that's going to be the middle of my dart right there. And in the book, they're calling that P, so I will label that P. P to Q, they say draw a 3-inch line in the direction of point O, indicated by the broken line, and this is O. And that's fine. So I'm going to draw it all the way to the bottom center of this dart, so I can show you what I mean. And then they say to then, where was I? This is O. So I went down to, actually I guess I can do it their way. I'm still thinking about the future. So if I do it this way, then my dart isn't squared to my center back, which it is now. I'm going to put them both on there, and then we'll talk about it once I have them both laying on top of each other. So they tell you to do it like this. Right, so 2 different methods. That might work. Okay. F2H. Did we already do that? Yeah. And then P2Q. And then, okay, so our dart needs to be 3 inches long. So I'm just going to come from P and measure down 3 inches and make a cross mark across both of the lines that I made. So one of those is going to be my vanishing point, depending on which method I decide to choose. And then basically we're drawing the dart leg. So if we want a 1/2 inch dart, then each half of the dart is going to be 1/4 of an inch in each direction away from P. So 1/4 of an inch towards the shoulder, and then 1/4 of an inch towards the neck, for a total of a 1/2 inch. So those are our dart legs. Now we just have to figure out where to aim this dart. So they want us to aim it here towards this guy. And I'll show you what that looks like. Maybe I should do it in 2 different colors. I think what I'll do is I'll do them both in pencil, and then when I tell you why we're doing what we're doing, I'll draw the final one in like red or blue or green or something, and then I'll write notes in here so that you can copy or take pictures in my book. So when I use this, it actually doesn't look as bad as I remember. When we do our princess seam, we cut through here, and the dart goes away, and this line becomes a seam, and this line becomes a seam. And with this method, we get a little bit of an angle over here. Whereas if I go from center to center, the dart here isn't squared anymore, but when I do my princess seam, I get a smooth line without having to tweak anything. So I was thinking, because of our princess seam thing, that it would be nicer to have this tipped. But I think our book will help us account, right? It'll help us shave this out, so maybe we'll just leave it bookway.
Bookway.
Yeah, we'll just leave it bookway. So I'll erase this as to reduce confusion. Okay, if that makes you give a sigh of relief, then we'll leave it the bookway, and I'll erase this line because we don't need it if we're going to do it the bookway. Okay, so we just drew our dart. And now they're telling us to extend the lines here, because when we fold up the dart, these dart legs aren't going to line up. Like, this line is going to be jogged. So they're having us extend these dart leg lines, and then they're going to have us true up this shoulder seam, I believe. So Again, you're still folding the dart leg that's closest to center. And then bring it over towards the other side. So there's that jog I was talking about, right? See how the lines don't match up anymore? So we will just redraw our shoulder line from F to H, and we'll just bridge that dip there. So we won't use this line anymore. We won't use this line anymore. We're going to use this line. And then I can run over my dart to create the seam shaping. I used a straight edge, so I can use a straight edge to draw.
I think we just solved a great mystery.
I think so. Figure 9. All right, so now we need a guide mark for the armhole. So D2S is 1/4 of D2B. D2B. Okay, so fold D to touch B. That gives me half. Fold it again. Actually, I'm going to go this way. What do they call it? Shoulder blade level? All right, so we're calling this what? S.
The one that my grandma's a witch.
And then we'll square a line across here, and we'll make a mark for the across back measurement. So across back plus 1/4 inch. So that's number 16. So 7 1/8. Make a cross mark, that'll be a guideline for our armhole. Anybody want to see how to draw the armhole? I just like my curve.
That's why we're in the middle of the lecture here.
So we're gonna want the straight edge of the curve up near the shoulder touching H. We want the curvy part of the curve in the bottom. We want a little bit of flat space from N, but we do want it touching. And then we also want the curve to touch. This is like a line that should be labeled T. We don't want it to cross inside of it, but we want it to touch it. So this is across the back plus 1/4 inch ease to give you ease to reach your arms forward and have the garment stretch across your back. So there's that. And then we need a neckline. So it says to draw 3/8 of an inch angle line from the corner and draw a neckline from F, angle line ending close to D. So they want us to draw a little line right in this corner. They don't really tell you how to angle it. you can fold this so that this line touches this line and you bisect this angle. I'll show you what that means. So if I have those on top of each other, so I just divided that little angle in half, and I can put my 3/8 line there. They don't really tell you where to aim it, and I think that's an easy way. And then I need to make a cross mark for 3/8 of an inch so I know where that ends. And then we use that to know how deep to put the curve into the neck. So for this, you want the flat end facing towards the center front, the curvy end towards the high point shoulder, and you want to touch F. You want to touch the D line, but not too close to the center back, and you want to try and touch that 3/8 mark. So we're going to tip that up and just rotate till touches all the spots we need to touch. There we go. And then I think we are done. So all we have to do now is walk them together.